Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are back here on twitch.tv/Simodian, finally diving back into some Kingdom Death Simulator. Been a been a rough start to the year. Lots of things going on. Um, kind of the downside of choosing Friday nights for streaming is sometimes having a bad Tuesday can just roll on downhill and affect your Fridays. But here we are, a little low on energy this week, but I think we will be okay. So, first and foremost, as we always start off our streams with, our content warning. Kingdom Death Simulator and Kingdom Death Monster, the board game it is based on, is a very mature game. It contains a lot of mature imagery, as well as depictions and descriptions of violence, body trauma, and gore, as well as descriptions of mental trauma. So, first and foremost, if any of that is too much for you, perfectly understand if you feel the need to move on. Otherwise, as usual, we have our link to the YouTube channel. So if you're here on Twitch and would like to see all of the absolute disasters that have preceded this episode, all of that is over on the YouTube channel. And for the YouTube folks, appreciate y'all. Link is down in the description to the Twitch channel, where we are live on Fridays, an amount of Fridays. Otherwise, yes, Kingdom Death is a incredibly complicated game. There are a ton of rules to remember and keep track of, especially playing solo, where I am responsible for both the monster and all 5 of the playable characters. So I'm going to do my best to get everything right in the moment, but mistakes will happen. If you're here in Twitch chat and you notice a mistake I've forgotten, there is the remind command. And for those on YouTube, if you want to leave a comment down below, again, I try to do the best I can in the moment. I try not to stop the game too much to look up rules. So I just try to make the best decisions I can and move forward. But if you leave a comment, odds are I will see it. Well, I definitely will see it. But odds are I might not have found the correct ruling just yet. I do try to look up any rules questions I have in between streams so that we can endeavor to be better in the future. But ultimately, a lot going on. I'm going to lose track of some things. Rules, rules, rules. It's not quite as bad as Warhammer, where Warhammer 40k is basically 2 people standing on the other side of a table from each other and yelling rules at each other until one of them eventually wins. As for the simulator, simulator ain't feeling too great at the moment. Again, this is still an alpha product in development. Things are a little funky from time to time. Appears to be some resolution issues with the books, but I think we can move on and we will be okay tonight. And we also have a new bit of fun in the February update. They added the first of the extra Wanderers to the simulator. So Wanderers are a special survivor that will show up in your settlement at some point over the course of your campaign. By default, in the Gambler's Chest, there is a Wanderer known as Luck. We have not seen him yet because he comes in very late in the campaign. And we have our first of the new Wanderers here being Goth. So let's take a look at Goth. Hey, all right. So let's break this down real quick. First of all, let's take a look at Goth herself. Definitely fitting in with what we've come to expect from Kingdom Death. So the interesting thing about the Wanderers, with the exception of Luck, I believe, all of the Wanderers are actually crossover characters from other games. Most of them tabletop games, representative of tabletop game companies, although there is one that is also from a video game that hopefully we will see sometime in the near future. Goth here is a Kingdom Death variation of Goth Amy from the tabletop board game Zombicide, a game I have not personally played. I've seen it, looks neat, but they ported over a version of that character into Kingdom Death as a fun little Easter egg. As for Goth herself, where are we? Have her rules here. Let's take a look at her book. Maybe the rules are in the book. Adding Goth to your campaign. So add Goth to your campaign. Add Wanderer Goth to Lantern Year 4 on the timeline. When you read it, read the introduction in this book. So I think we have passed Lantern Year 4. Yes, so we just passed Lantern Year 4. So to keep things somewhat fair, we're just going to add her into the next year. Because don't get me wrong, I would love to have Goth right now, but that feels a little metagamey to bring her in when we've already essentially completed that Lantern Year. So we'll just take a look at her next year. Goth, all things considered, not a particularly great addition to the settlement. In another world, I would probably stick with Luck for now, but the thing is, our settlement is in dire straits right now. We are almost out of people, so adding another person, even temporarily, Goth, unfortunately, she'll stick around, but she's not someone you're going to want to bring on a lot of hunts. But more importantly, she also brings a pretty good weapon with her, and we are starved for good weapons right now as well. So we're probably going to take a look at her next Lantern Year. So we'll just leave all this stuff here. Otherwise, yeah, we'll get into this when we actually add her into the game. Oh, that's all wrong buttons. Wrong buttons everywhere. So actually, I'll just leave this here. No need to put it away. So other stuff she comes with a fighting art. Fighting art's not particularly useful for a for an arc settlement, but this allows you to use her also in non-arc settlements. Doubt we'll be seeing much of that just now, but we will go ahead and put that away. She comes with an innovation. We'll just shuffle that away right now. And her knowledge as well. And then here's the reason, again, aside from the needing an extra person. That is the wrong one, where she comes with a katana as well, I thought. All right, well, again, we'll figure all that out in just a little bit. As for what we are currently doing, we have a butcher encounter. Normally, I would not be too worried about the butcher. But I'm a little worried. So let's take a look at who is joining us on this fight, because I myself could use a refresher. I do not remember. It's been a few weeks. So first of all, we have Matthew, who has nothing particularly exciting going on with him. He does have Immortal. Odds are that will come into play in this encounter. And he is rocking our partial Crimson set. He's got the Bloodglass Longsword. This could be pretty nice. Mindlock is really great ability. And the Butcher does like to do brain damage, so maybe if we have a free turn, we will do this every now and then. Otherwise, nothing too special that we haven't seen before. Of note, though, since he does have 3 pieces of non-matching armor, he will get the Clothed and Satiated bonus, which does give him an extra armor point. So that's going to be very nice for Matthew. He also has the Bloodglass Longsword, and hopefully we'll see it come into play. Where the we gave him the finger darts just so that we could connect the blue, because I know the Butcher does have super dense hit locations. If we can get him to those 3 bleeding tokens before we hit one of those, I'll be pretty happy. But holding on to bleeding tokens against the Butcher also isn't a terribly fun prospect. Next up joining us, we have Val. Val, fresh out of the The womb here, nothing going on with her just yet. She has our tanking set. Again, nothing particularly special. And again, starved for weapons, so she's just rocking a founding stone. Unfortunately, we lost our bone axe in the previous encounter against, I believe it was the Crimson Crocodile, and did not quite have enough resources to make a new one. But she's got some good evasion. She's got the full rawhide set. We'll get into what our strategy is going to be in just a bit here. Next we... Oh, what happened there? Oh, that's the butcher card is hiding under there. We'll have to take care of that in a second. Next we have Michael. Michael is a pretty solid character. He does have faceism, which means when we set up the showdown, we will draw an extra terrain card, and hopefully we can get something helpful there. He does have Rageaholic, so when he suffers a severe injury, also suffer Frenzy. That could be fun against the Butcher. He's rocking just a couple pieces of armor. We did cash in some extra leather last week just to get everybody clothed and satiated, so we could have a little extra armor going into the Butcher fight. And he is rocking our Crimson Pearls, so he's gaining 3 bleeding tokens, which will give him an extra +3 strength on his fist and tooth attacks. And then our final main survival is Genevieve. Again, nothing particularly special going on here. I had another immortal person, so again, that's more than likely going to come into play against the Butcher. And with her gear set, again, nothing particularly crazy here. And she has the Bloodglass Cleaver. Very strong weapon if we can keep it honed, with the downside of we also need to try to keep her out of danger. And then finally, joining us for our scout, we have Gennaro, who's just been kicking around for a while now, with so many problems. He basically just stays out of the way. Although he does now have the Grimjaw, which is a pretty good weapon. I believe he has -1 speed. Yes, so it'll still be attacking at 2 speed, hitting on 5s with 4 strength. There's a good chance this is going to come into play against the Butcher if we need to. Again, I am low on people, and Gennaro does not have much in the way of defenses. He does have Immortal, which would be helpful, so he'll be taking brain damage instead of regular damage. What is this? He can't use Survival anyway, because he has the intracranial hemorrhage. Yep. Okay. So again, Gennaro is available if we need him. Where did his model go? Where is his model? It somehow went to the cabinet. Get on out here, Gennaro. As for the Butcher himself, it's been a while since we've seen the Butcher on stream. So, yep. Butcher just shows up, ready to wreak havoc. There once was a man who could not hide his fear. He wore a mask that transformed his cowardice to rage. In turn, the man transformed into a monster. All that remained was devouring fury that stalked the night, collecting the fearful faces of others. So the darkness and the horrors of Kingdom Death drove the Butcher mad with fear to the point he became the thing stalking the night himself. Awesome fight. One of the most iconic creatures in this entire game. As for the setup, we get the stone columns that are already in there, 1 random terrain card, and we will draw a 2nd random terrain card due to our Faceism survivor. And we do get to go first this time around. So let's get that other terrain card real quick. I think it's in here. I always forget which boxes this stuff ends up in. Might have ended up in the other box. Yeah. There it is. What? What is going on here? Please hold. My terrain deck was doing weird stuff. Should have done this the other way around. There we go. So our extra bit of terrain is going to be some more pillars. Boo. So the rules for this guy. So it's a nice little thing to run away, but I tend to just keep this stuff towards the edges of the battlefield because, in my experience, it causes more problems than it helps. So let's go grab that. Toppled pillar. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one we want. So we're just going to chuck that in the back. Out of the way. And we also have a bug patch set up adjacent to the monster. Okay. We're going to scoot it on over here. Hopefully we can get to that at some point. Matthew, with his facism, does want to be the one interacting with terrain. He could just kind of farm that a bit with the toppled pillar, but again, we kind of just need to start attacking. So our strategy with the butcher, because our weapons kind of suck, do as much as we can with our blood glass weapons. Eventually, they're going to lose their edges, unless Matthew can get really lucky with his bleed tokens. But other than that, it's kind of just survive until we go insane. Which reminds me, I need to bring these guys out. Oh, I can snag it from underneath the character sheet. Nice. So the Butcher himself has a lot of fun stuff. He's going to draw 2 AI cards every turn. Fast target. So at the beginning of each of his turns, we reshuffle his hit location deck. And with dreaded trophies, when a survivor dies, bad stuff happens. Additionally, we have Infectious Lunacy. Whenever we suffer brain damage, we gain a lunacy token, and when we have 3 or more lunacy tokens, they go away and we suffer Frenzy. So Frenzy is double-edged sword because it will help our damage, which we do desperately need, but it also pumps up our speed. And the higher our speed is, the more likely we are to start hitting traps. But that kind of has to be what we're playing around. And do I have any more of those tokens? No, they're all out. Okay. So let's just get our folks set up. We want Matthew as close to the blood patch or the bug patch as possible. We want Genevieve to be, or not Genevieve. We want Val to be front and center. And everybody else just kind of hanging around. We do not want Genevieve to be anywhere near the front. I mean, we can't really get into range to do much of anything this turn anyway. So we'll probably be doing like some rawhide headband and fun stuff like that. And Gennaro, just go hide in a corner, buddy. Well, we'll keep you close in case we need you to start stepping in. But for now, we're just going to kind of keep him out of the way. So I think that's everything, and we are ready to kick off. So 1 second, they did add in, because it's feeling a little gross. Oh, did that? There we go. There we go. Yes, they did add in the VSync settings, so definitely running a little smoother now. All right, so kicking off with our survivors. Everybody, oh no, that's right. Matthew, only movement 4. I forget how that happened, but it happened. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what triggered that. Or no, that's not. Where's. Am I backwards? No, what happened? His philosophy disappeared. He was the one with fascism, right? I'm not going insane? No, it was Michael with fascism. Okay, I am going insane. One moment. Again, I make such terrible choices with naming my characters. Sometimes. All right. It's Michael with fascism, not Matthew. Got it. Yeah, I don't remember why Matthew lost to speed, but he did. Don't see any injuries. I don't remember, but that's what his character sheet says, so that's what we're rolling with. All right. Anyway, Michael is just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to go there. Yeah, let's go there. Val, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to Rawhide Headband. So we will reveal the top 2 AI cards. Well, I guess that doesn't really matter because he's drawing 2 AI cards. Yeah, we'll know. Well, actually, yeah. What we'll do is we'll have Val do that first so that we can figure out our positioning. So we're getting a Wild Carve, closest threat facing, and a Hue, closest threat facing. So nothing that's particularly going to matter here. No one's going to be adjacent. Definitely going to want to try to dodge that. Okay, so I think we will do it in this order. All right, and then back at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Matthew, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Genevieve with her 5 as well. Right? Everybody else is 5. All right, that's... I always find it funny. Yes, you get to go first, but you can't really do anything. I mean, we could have had Surge or Dash or something at this point that would have helped us, but unfortunately, as is the way this game is going, innovations have not quite been in my favor either. But let's get this rolling. Starting off with, as we know, Hue. So closest threat facing. Boop. 1 speed, 3 accuracy. Val does have 2 evasion, so this will be hitting on a 5. And it misses. Good. And then we have our Wild Carve. 2 speed, 4 accuracy, so this will be hitting on 6s. With no hits. Excellent. Love to see it. All right, so it'll be back around to us. So first thing I'm going to do is have Michael come over here, interact with the bug patch. With an 8, random vermin. With a hissing cockroach. If you are insane, you must consume this. I don't believe he's insane. He is insane. Ah! All right. Lose all survival and gain 2d10 insanity. All right. Oh, I need to bring up my little tracker here. So Michael will lose his survival, and he will gain 2d10 insanity. Only 4. There it is. Jeez. Haven't played in a bit, and I'm forgetting where all my buttons are. But we'll get there. We'll figure it out. But that does get him to tick up another physiognomy. And that ends his turn. So what we want to do here, we want to get Jen into the blind spot. Starts hacking away. So 3 speed hitting on 6s. I believe Genevieve doesn't have anything special going on. No. No hits. Don't forget to fix his movement stat. Whose movement stat? I'm clearly forgetting something. Michael and blind spot. Elaborate. Yes. I don't remember why I changed Michael's movement to 4. That happened several weeks ago. Right. Got it. Yes. Okay. I see what you're saying. On the overlay. Yes, that is correct. Thank you, Josh. Yeah, I was doing it correctly, but not. Also should hit on a 5. That is correct. Okay. Wow. Oh, get it together, Sam. Yes, so we did get 1 hit. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate your help as always. All right, Furious Gut. So Butcher has a toughness of 9. Bloodglass Cleaver is absolutely cracked with a honed 5, means it's essentially a strength 5 weapon currently. So with a toughness of 9, this will wound on a 4. Oh my god. That would have been real nice. Perform basic action targeting the attacker. And so it begins. Josh, why'd you have to remind me? 2 speed hitting on 4s. That is 1 hit. So that is 1 damage to her waist. Not terrible. And then also, just as a reminder, the bloody cloth can go anywhere. It is an armor piece, but it is not specifically a body part armor piece. So for both Genevieve and Michael, they're wearing it on their arms, as opposed to the regular cloth, which is only available on the waist. And then also, she will take a bleed. All right, back to where we left off with Matthew now. Kind of want to keep him out of the way. So the Bloodglass Longsword does have reach of 2, so he can just stand right here and hack away. So 2 speed hitting on, or actually I can get him in the blind spot. I might as well. 2 speed hitting on 5s. Oh, and then this is technically a retcon. It's something I intended to do but forgot to do. Since Matthew didn't do anything on that first turn, the intention was I was going to mind lock. So I'm just going to remind myself that I did that. I could have thrown the finger darts as well, but I knew I was going to mind lock and I just kind of forgot to get around to it. Anyway, so hitting on 5s. Got a hit. +2 toughness to wound this location, so that's an 11. Bloodglass Longsword only has 3. And I don't believe Michael has any strength, or Matthew has any strength. So we are now looking for an 8 to wound. Not quite there. If the roll to wound this hit location is a Lantern 10, that didn't happen. So we move on. And I believe that was everybody except for Gennaro. Stay safe, bud. Don't need to call in the cavalry just yet. Actually, no, we did not attack with Val yet. So we actually want to bring Val into the front. And she's just gonna... Should she swing her Founding Stone? She might as well. So actually, we should attack and then move. Right? That would be the smart thing to do. So she'll be hitting on 6s. No hits. Okay, cool. And now we will bring her around to the front. Ava, Al, you know, it's one of those names. Okay, so we will shuffle his hit location deck and draw 2 more cards, starting off with Hack. Closest threat facing. We will obviously choose Val. This will be hitting on 6s. Both hits. All right. Well, let's see where it hits. Body. Don't like that. So we will dodge one of those. Let's see if she gets her survival back. She does. So she will take 1 bleed. And then next card, Lantern Hunger. The butcher disappears in a flash of light, reforming from the glow of a survivor's lantern. Target the furthest survivor. Well, that's Gennaro. Okay, so we probably need to keep Gennaro a little closer. I forgot this was a thing. Target is doomed. Place the butcher in an unoccupied space adjacent to the target. So that is probably the best place to choose. 4 speed, 4 accuracy, and priority target. Oh, buddy. Where's my 4th die? That's the wrong one. Get over there. Oh my goodness. There we go. Only 2 hits. Okay. So that is going to be 1 damage each to his body and his hands. Oh, that was also the wrong person I dealt damage to. There we go. 1 to the body, 1 to the arms. What did this do again? Yeah, he was the only eligible target. And he will get the priority target token. May the odds be ever in your favor, Gennaro. All right, what can we do now? Because it's not a ton. We can get Michael in. So we should do that. We can actually get him over there. All right, Michael is fisting 2 things, so he is hitting on 7s. Not quite. What else can we do? Can Matthew get into range? 1, 2, 3, 4. He can. So he'll be hitting on 6s. We did get a hit. It's the cleaver. Okay, so nothing can happen here, but he will gain 1 insanity. And then everybody else just kind of move on up. Well, there's the priority target token, so I don't think it's really going to matter. We can still rawhide headbands to choose the order. It's not really going to matter. Another priority target token. Oh, Gennaro ain't gonna live. This is bad. You're right. I should have had him attack. I get so. Yeah, he can still attack. That's right. He might as well because he ain't gonna last very long. I guess, yeah, we'll just do it this order. I don't think it really is gonna matter too much. And then Jen just kind of move in as well because there's nothing she can really do either. So yeah, Gennaro might as well start swinging. 3 speed, hitting on 5s. He doesn't have enough movement to get into the blind spot because the dreaded pack does reduce his movement. Not going to get much out of this because the Butcher doesn't have monster resources, but we might deal some wounds because this thing does hit pretty well. So hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Okay, well, we got a super dense out of the way, so that's not bad. Well, it'll just get reshuffled. So it's got a strength of 4, and Gennaro actually has a strength of +1. So this will wound on a 5. We'll go for this super dense location first because there's nothing happening on here. Yeah, wounding on a 4. Okay. All right, so that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. And then this one, so this one will wound on a 6. Yeah. Guess how this fight's going, guys. We might not make it to Goth. Neat. No, it's not the dice. It's not the dice, Josh. It's the table. It's the game. It's my desk. It's the phase of the moon. This is perfectly average rolls for me. I actually, what do his knowledges do? Suffer brain trauma, dodge. Yeah, and this doesn't actually do anything because he can't do that. All right, well, we did what we could. Shuffle. So we've got our kick. Closest threat facing. 2 speed, hitting on 4s. See, it works both ways. It works both ways. If the dice can never roll above a 5, we're kind of also safe. All right, so that card's done. Although the flow state does still happen, Butcher pursues the target, perform basic action. So that's not an after damage trigger, it is an actual next step on the card. 2 speed, hitting on 4s. See? This is why we don't swap dice, Josh. Gennaro, you madman. Okay, and then we have the other card. 1 second here. A little thirsty tonight. with the Butcher's Roar. All non-deaf survivors. This is going to be everybody. Roll a d10 for each target. So actually, this does go away now, thankfully. On a result of 4+, target suffers 1 brain damage per monster level and is knocked down, which I don't like. We might as well start with Gennaro, because why not? That does go into effect. So he... And then he also should have one of these cards. Oop. And knocked down. And then we'll come around to Matthew with an 8, absolutely. Oh, there we go. Oop. Mind lock, yes, good call. Mind lock. I think he is still knocked down, though, because the mind lock does prevent the brain damage, but I don't think it ignores the knockdown. Who's next? Val. With a 1, she is good. Michael with an 8, not great. Got plenty of insanity, though. He is knocked down. He gets a frenzy. And then finally, Genevieve with a 10, absolutely. She gets a token. And she is knocked down. All right, so we got to start thinking about how we're going to do stand-ups here, because not everybody has survival to spend. So we can get 3 out of the 4 up. So we will do that. Gennaro, you could just hang out on the floor, buddy. So we will have Val stand up Jen. See if she gets her survival back. She does. Jen will stand up Matthew. That'll cost her a survival. And then Matthew will stand up Michael, which will cost him a survival. And we're back in action. All right, so Michael's already in position. Whoops, wrong button. So might as well just continue hitting on 7s. Two perfect hits. That's doesn't really matter, but okay. All right, this is probably the better of the two. This is also really good, though. But Matthew also doesn't have any courage, so really nothing bad's going to happen. We might as well start with this one. Just in case, like, the basic action could do bad things. So we're going to start here. So with, again, 3 strength, he is wounding on a 6. All right, well, crit doesn't really matter, but here we go. We are the comeback starts. And again, roll a d10. If the result is greater than their courage, they suffer brain damage equal to the monster level, which, oh, actually, no, I should have done that the other way around. I was reading this backwards. All right, well, that's definitely going to happen. Michael has plenty of insanity, though. And honestly, I wouldn't mind a little frenzy in my future. That's my bad. I read that. I read it correctly. I was just thinking about it backwards. God, I would be so upset if we don't wound on this one now. God, I am an idiot. Ah. Maybe. I'm not going to second guess myself. I made the call, and we're just going to move on. All right. Jen can get in the other blind spot, so she'll be hitting on 5s. That's 2 hits. One of them is the trap. Alrighty. Oh, this is going to be rough. Attacker is doomed. All survivors in the zone of malice gain a bleed token and suffer knockback 5. Okay. So that's going to be... yeah, so unfortunately, Michael's going to have to heal some of his bleed, which is also going to lower his strength. Because sitting on 4 bleed is bad times. Knockback 5. Let's go this way. And then basic action targeting Genevieve. They will both hit. That is a leg and a waist. All right, that's not terrible. We do gain a bleed. And then that's that, I believe. Yeah, not the worst trap. He says, absolutely certain that won't come back to haunt him. Dusk! Welcome, bud. Thanks for the follow. All right. So Val might as well get in. She will hit on 7s. Or hit on 6s, actually. So she does get a hit. So good news, bad news. That whole shenanigans with which thing to wound wouldn't have mattered because we would have drawn the trap and he would have stood up anyway. So that's how I'm choosing to think about this. So a solid 1 strength. So she is wounding on an 8. Yeah, that's not getting us anywhere. All right, so the good news is the butcher will turn to face her. What's happening here? There we go. Intimidate, roll a d10. Yep, 1 brain damage to Val. Val does not have any insanity. How did that happen? Just so I can remember to keep track here. Okay. And then Matthew can just get into range, hitting on his 6s. Neat. All right. All right, well, that is what that is. Shuffle there. What is waiting for us? Hugh, closest threat facing. So this will hit on a 5. Never didn't have it. And, oh, here we go, Forbidden Light. So we got our mood into play here. When a survivor ends their act in the light radius, they gain a -1 strength token. At the end of each monster turn, place a token on Forbidden Light. And then if Forbidden Light has 5 or more tokens, discard it. And all -1 strength tokens gained from Forbidden Light. Okay. Interesting. All right, that's something we can work with. And then, oh, we've got another mood with Lantern Frenzy. When Lantern Frenzy comes into play, a random survivor gains the priority target token. So with a 3, that is going to be Val, which is actually perfectly okay with me. Draw an AI. When Lantern Frenzy is in play, the Butcher gains +2 movement and +1 speed. Don't like that. Oh, had that right the first time. I know I got speed in here. I need to go snag another movement. At any time, the survivor with the priority target token may sacrifice themselves and lead the Butcher far away. They perish, and their gear is archived, and the showdown immediately skip the aftermath. No, that would be bad. Discard Lantern Frenzy if the survivor with the priority target... Oh, boy. Okay. We can use this to our advantage. Because, again, Val is the one that we... She is our tank. So that definitely could have gone far worse. Oh, right. And draw another AI card. So technically, for now, that counts as 2 wounds. Closest threat facing, so 5 speed. Hitting on 6s. Only 1 hit. All right. With bleed 2, she's just straight up dodging this one. Or did she dodge the previous? No, she didn't get hit last time. Right? Right. No, she has not used her dodge yet this turn. So she will dodge. And unfortunately will not get that survival back. All right, end of the monster turn. We put a token on Forbidden Light. What have I got here? Where's those Lumi tokens, I think they were? Those will be nice. What happened? Oh no. Lumi token? Alright, so that was over here for some reason. I don't remember why. I've already messed myself up. I don't remember what this token was here for. I was using... Oh, it was my mind lock that's already spent. Okay. So we'll put that there. Snag some more of these airborne tokens. And then somehow some of them are still stuck in the box. Oh, it's that kind of night. It is that kind of night. All right. Handled. So I got a few turns of this to worry about. All right. Well, Gennaro does get to stand up. And we've learned our lesson. We want to keep him somewhat close to the rest of the team. And honestly, at this point, I think he's just going to start attacking as well. Michael needs to bandage, so he will do that. Cannot be sitting on 4 bleed. And because of this stupid thing, he's gonna take a step out because it's just adjacent, right? Or no, it's in the radius. Okay, so he has to fully step out. And then Genevieve might as well swing, hitting on 5s, 2 hits. And there's the super dense. So we better do this one first. So what do we say? She is wounding on a 4. We got a wound. So, oops. Blow shocks the butcher, knocking it off balance. Butcher staggers, gaining -2 toughness until the end of the round. So we got to use that to our advantage. Really wish we had Surge. So this one will be wounding on a 2. We got there. But unfortunately, that means the Bloodglass Cleaver loses its honed edge. Womp womp. What token am I going to use for that? Might as well grab one of these colored ones. And then she will take a step back, so she is out of the light radius. Matthew, I need you to hit friend. So you'll be hitting on 6s. Good job, Matthew. And then Val, do the same, hitting on 7s. Got 2 hits. Alrighty. That's not terrible, but we definitely want to do this one first. So this +2 toughness will offset the previous -2 toughness. So we're rolling on an 8. Nothing there. And then this one we will wound on a 6. I got the crit, but unfortunately with no crit location, that means we do not ignore the reflex. Still counts as a wound, though. Bash and knockback 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will come along with her. And that's everything we can do. Gennaro already moved. Everybody else has taken their attacks. All right. Back to the butcher. First AI card, double hack. Closest threat facing. It actually doesn't matter because priority target. So again, 5 speed, hitting on 6s. That's a lot of bleed. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's just dead. Or no, the after damage only happens once. It doesn't happen on each attack. Okay, that would have been insane. Okay, but still, that's going to be 4 damage coming at her. Body, legs, hands, hands. I think she's just going to take all that save her dodge for next turn. Or next attack. And then Wild Carve. Oh, Michael, you need to get in there and bandage, buddy. Again, hitting on 6s. Oh, this could be real bad. Okay, so this one she's definitely dodging. Is she getting her survival back? Yes, because yeah, if she had taken damage from this attack, she'd be straight up dead. Because flow step, and then all survivors adjacent to the monster, which would be Val, 1 damage to a random hit location, and a bleed token. So now the problem becomes... Oh, and before I forget, I gotta make sure I do this. So she can run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she'll be here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Michael can get to her and bandage. Okay. Oof. That was that's scary. I gave her the bleed token. Where does she take the damage? That's a waste. Okay. All right, things are getting scary. Oh, there should have been an extra speed. Oh, gosh. All right, so... Whoops, that's the wrong one. So one more on here. Would not have hit. One more on here. This is... Would not have hit. Okay, we're good. We're good. We got all the rules right. Ooh, this is scary. And then it's at the end of each survivor act. Yeah, so that doesn't happen. We get a second token on here. All right, let's get ourselves out of this situation. Val will stand up because she knocked down on the survivor turn. I'm not even risking an attack. Because I don't want to get countered and get another bleed token. But she will Rawhide Headband just to see what's coming up. 2 hues. Okay, well. Cool. And she's just going to get out of there. And Michael is going to meet up with her. And he's going to bandage off 2 of these bleed tokens. That honestly might be all Michael does the rest of this fight, is just get bleed tokens off of Val. Otherwise, Genevieve, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, we don't want to stop there. We want to go there. And Matthew, 1, 2, 3, 4, can at least get an attack off. Hitting on 6s. Got a hit. To the trap. On the bright side, nobody is in the zone of malice. So no bleed token, no knockback. But we will get our basic action happening. Which might not be the worst, because again, we want to try to get a little bit of bleed on Matthew. Anything special with Matthew's stats? He does have +1 evasion. So these will be hitting on a 5. Of course it's 2 hits. So that is 1 to the body, 1 to the legs. Matthew has armor. So we're okay there. And he gets a bleed. should we? No, we shouldn't. Unfortunately, that counts as Matthew ending his turn in Forbidden Light, so he will gain a -1 strength token. But I think, because now we can, I don't mind Gennaro stacking up a couple -1 strength tokens. He's actually got strength to spare. And we need to start doing stuff here. Val is not going to be able to tank too much more. So again, Gennaro, 3 speed, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. All right, so really nothing happens here. I don't think super dense affects this. Nope. So doesn't really matter which one we go for first. So with 4, +1 naturally, so he'll be wounding on a 4. That's a wound. Again, crit locations weren't present, so it doesn't matter. So this hue actually comes off. Should have... Well, no, I wanted to do Val first just to get her out of the way, but... No, I don't think there was a better way we could have done this. Because, yeah, she would have straight up died if we'd left her in place. She would have gotten her 5th bleed token. Anyway, again, looking for a 4. Gennaro, you monster! All right, I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to talk. And then he will get a -1 strength. All right. Shuffle, draw 2 cards. Got a hack, so 3 speed. Gotta remember, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. That's head and waist. That should be okay. Yeah. Again, since we're taking the bleed regardless, I want to try and save the dodge for the next attack. See if we can avoid taking some bleed. And for our second one here, Lantern Hunger again. Whoopsie. So this is still going to target Val because... Yeah, she's priority target, so it's still going to target her. She's doomed, so now I'm wishing I'd spent the survival last turn, but it is what it is. So 5 speed, hitting on 6s. You are the wrong die, but that's fine. 2 hits. Okay, so that's 2 damage. Hands and waist. Can't really do anything about it. Starting to get a little scary. Gains the priority target token. Oh my. All right. Make sure. Yeah. So that is 3 on this. All right, so how do we want to do this? All right, so Matthew has to bandage again. We have to keep Val on low bleed tokens. And he's just going to take a step back after to be safe. Gennaro's in the blind spot, so we should just use that to our advantage. So 3 speed, hitting on 4s now. 3 hits. All right, so I might as well do that one first. I might as well do this one first. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. So Gennaro is at 4 strength now, so he's wounding on a 5. Of course, I cannot hit this card to save my life. Basic action targeting Gennaro. That is 1 hit, so that is 1 damage to Gennaro's head, which feels suboptimal. Yeah, that's a heavy wound. He is knocked down. And that ends his attack, unfortunately. Ugh. And since now he can't move, that's another -1 strength. That did not go according to plan. But now Val is in the blind spot, so we should use that to our advantage. And I think the play at this point is just a Fist and Tooth, because the Founding Stone is slightly likelier to hit, but it's just an 8 to wound is brutal. I might as well use the Fist and Tooth. 7 to hit, but we can crit on a 9. Is that the play? Is that how? Is it... I don't think that math works out in our favor. I think the Founding Stone is still statistically a little better, and the Butcher does not have very many crit locations. So Fist and Tooth, I don't think we're going to get a lot out of. So I think Founding Stone is still the play. So hitting on 6s. That's too cocked for me to figure out. All right, well. All right, and she's just going to step back so she does not take the light thingy. Who else we got? Jen really can't do anything right now. She might as well just hang out there. And Matthew can come this way. And longsword. 1 hit. All right. And where are we at here? 3 on this? Yeah, so 3. So we're going to wound on a 6. Not happening. We were on a roll. Kind of fell apart. Roll a d10 if it's greater than their courage. He has no courage, so he suffers a brain damage, which honestly I'm okay with. He's got insanity and gets us closer to frenzy, which would actually work in our favor for right now. Oh, actually he was wounding on a 5 anyway, but not that it would have mattered. Or on a 7, because he had the -1 strength. Actually, want to make sure Genevieve is actually there. All right, well, I think we've done everything we can do. Got a couple scary cards left, but I don't think anything like too terrifying. No, we got those 4 speed cards. Lantern Hunger, yep, this would be one of them. So 6s, 2 hits. That is legs and head. We can still soak. We can still soak. Then wild carve. Again with the 6s. 2 misses. Okay. And then everybody adjacent. So again, that's another bleed for Val. And 1 damage to her legs. All right, legs are a little banged up now. She's in rough shape. She is in rough shape. We need to do some damage. Which we could if I could hit that freaking knockdown card once. Before I forget, take care of that. All right. What's the play? Gennaro stands up. Wrong button. All right, so I think Gennaro is still somehow our best opportunity to deal damage. Hitting on 4s. 1 big ol' hit. Oh, I forgot. Gennaro has Immortal. He should have been taking brain damage instead of physical damage. That would have been a lot of damage. So that's a little too much to retcon. Just gotta keep that in mind. Oh, somebody else had Immortal too. It was Michael or Matthew. Matthew's not insane though. Yeah, Matthew and Genevieve, but neither one of them was insane, so Immortal didn't trigger. But yeah, Gennaro should have been triggering Immortal, and I forgot. Anyway, 1 hit we said. Cool. Doesn't do anything. And he's going to take another one of these strength tokens. Unfortunate. Might as well let Matthew go next. Cool. And then Val. Might as well swing. Neat. And she will again step back at the end of her turn. Jen, stay close. Honestly, with Jen, I still think she'd be better off attacking with the cleaver instead of fist and tooth. All right, so did I put a token on here? I don't, because I think we should be at 4. So at the end of this turn, this is going to go away. And then hopefully we can start doing work again. Just got to survive. Hack. Okay, this is fine. He says. I should have had Matthew or Michael take off those 2 bleeds as well. Nothing has happened, so we can take care of that real quick. Game state has not changed. Just gotta survive, yes. Easier said than done. Fortunately, a little under-geared from where I would like to be for this fight. All right, so we're hitting on 6s. 1 hit. Almost definitely going to dodge this to the legs. Yeah, we're going to dodge that one. Yes, let me roll my dice that I have here at my desk in real life. Let's see if she gets her survival back. She does not. Unfortunate. And then next up, double hack. This is going to be bad. Three hits. Legs, hands, hands. That's rough. All right, so that's a severe injury to her hand. That's the wrong book. With a 6. Armor of say -1 permanent accuracy, and we get a bleed. And that was contracture. All right, not the worst thing that could have happened. But we are low on survivors, so any debilitating injuries just really hard for us to deal with. And then she gains 2 bleed tokens also. So this goes away now, which unfortunately gives him a wound back. Now, hopefully we can do a little work. I don't think it's worth standing her up. She's not really doing a notable amount of damage. We don't have a ton of survival to go around. So unfortunately, like, I was banking on triggering some infectious lunacy, but I don't think it has any of those cards left aside from like reflex actions. So we just gotta brute force with what we got. We will have Michael step this way. It's been jinxed since turn 1. Bandage. All right, let's just see what we can do. We can get Gennaro into the blind spot again. He's back at full strength. Got 2 hits. Oh, actually, before that, this does need to shuffle back in. And, of course, one of them is the trap. All right, bleed and knockback, so she will fly into Michael. No, friend, it is not you. Trust me. This is how my luck goes. Like, this is a perfectly normal fight for me. Val will get knocked back into Michael, which will knock down Michael. Gennaro, with his 3 speed, will not get knocked into next week. Actually, the Butcher will follow him up. So we are back on the bleed train. And I have to remember, Gennaro has Immortal. I have been forgetting that. So, basic action. 1 hit, so that is 1 damage to his insanity, not his body. And another bleed. All right, what can we do now? So I think Matthew is our next best attack. With a hit. Super dense. He's going to lose his edge. Ah! All right, well, this is his last decent attack. So wounding on a 6. Neat. Jen, there's not much you could do, but... So, Fist and Tooth, she'll hit on 7s, crit on 9s. Bloodglass Cleaver, she'll hit on 5s, but wound on 9. So I think Bloodglass Cleaver is still statistically better, just because the Butcher doesn't really have crit locations. But we are in bad shape. Got 2 hits. All right, well, I think that's it for Gennaro, unless I can get Michael over to him at some point. And then that'll bash, so she will get knocked down. Oh, oh boy. Two hits. Oh, she's just dead. That's 5 bleed tokens. Doesn't matter where we roll. She's out. Alright, so dreaded trophies. All attack profiles gain an after damage bleed. Oh boy. I don't see how we win this. We're going to play it out. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I just didn't have... I mean, one, I rolled like absolute crap this entire fight. But I just don't think I didn't have good weapons. Well, let's play it out. Let's see what happens. The thing is, like, for node 1s, it's basically him or Manhunter, and I love Manhunter. But I think when you're playing Arc Survivors and you have a scout, adding in the Manhunter lantern and all that other stuff that like makes the game easier, like this is like the only time you will hear me say it'll make the game too easy. Manhunter is absolutely like one of the best fights in the game. Like I adore the fight. Like his gear is so cool, but it's one step too far. When you already have powerful Arc Survivors, theoretically. Don't look at my screen. Uh, and you already have the scout, which has a lot of stuff to make the game. Adding in essentially a third mechanic to make the game, yeah, sonorous rest, a third mechanic to make the game easier. Like if you're in a non-arc campaign, Manhunter's great. Butcher normally isn't this tough in his first encounter. Like I've fought the Butcher several times, both in this game and in real life. I've actually never wiped to the Butcher before. This is uncharted territory for me. And we haven't wiped yet. Oh, Kalenium Butcher is wild. Yeah. I haven't engaged Kalenium Butcher yet. I've looked at him and I've gone, I don't think I'm ready for that yet. All right. Well, let's kick it off. Double hack. Priority target on Val. Still got this thing in effect. So, big ol' 5 speed. 1, 2, 3 hits. Head, legs, hand. How does that look for us? Bad. That looks very bad for us. So it's a severe on the legs. We'll dodge the hands. Get the survival back. Whoopsie. And with a 1, that's all she wrote. Blood geyser. Blood shoots from your femoral artery at an alarming rate, killing you in seconds. I think not only is this fight over, I think our campaign is over. Unfortunately, like, we just don't have, like, we only have 2 other survivors left, and they're both, like, partially debilitated on their own. It was not you, I promise. It was like this before you got here. Alright, so now with 2 folks on Dreaded Trophies, he gets a movement and a speed, but good news, this goes away now. Air quotes, good news. So it just, that happens. Lost my train of thought for a second. I had a thought and then I lost it. Oh, that's right. Another, technically a wound goes back onto him. All right, so priority target is gone for now. And we still have a second card to draw. And of course it's Lantern Hunger. So he's gonna pop over here to poor Gennaro. With 3 hits. Gennaro is still insane, so he still gains the benefit of Immortal. And now he has priority target. All right. Oh, and I forgot, because of this, that gains bleed 1, which brings him to 5 bleed tokens, and Gennaro is dead. And now he gets +2 damage. All right. At this point, there's no sense in playing this out. We have been thoroughly butchered. That, oh man, I was expecting it to be tough. It's like a good news, bad news. Like, we had reasonable success in like the early rounds. Like round 2, 3, 4, we were able to deal some damage. But that means all of his intimidate cards ended up in here. Like Butcher's Roar. Oh, he actually only had one intimidate card in his deck to begin with. Okay. So he just had a tough deck. Yeah, because again, going in, the game plan was to trigger Infectious Lunacy. Because I knew I didn't have enough damage on paper. So I was hoping to trigger Frenzy a little bit to boost my damage to be able to take him out. And since that never happened, I just couldn't deal the damage. And then especially once I lost the edges on my Blood Glass weapons. And they just coming in, like those were my only two weapons. Like I had nothing else. No weapons. Had a lot of armor. Just no weapons. All right. Well, these things happen. These things happen. So there's no sense in sitting here and setting up a whole new campaign on stream. So I think we're actually just going to end stream here for the night. Come back next week with some fresh survivors, a fresh settlement, and we're going to give this a shot again. So this is our technically third attempt on People of the Dreamkeeper. First attempt was bad. Yeah, we just wiped over and over again. I was still learning the encounters, learning how to deal with Crimson Croc, and we wiped. I think we beat the prologue and then wiped Lantern Years 1, 2, and 3. So that was, yeah. Please tell me. Please tell me, Pizza. What am I forgetting? I hear Darby playing with his toys, so I don't think it's anything that terrible. So yeah, the first campaign, don't let the party. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. I forgot that the goal was to not let the party die. So yeah, campaign 1, it was just learning. Never got off the ground. Campaign 2. How did that go? That was bad too. I don't remember what happened, but I remember we only got a couple years in and it was done. I love the Croc. She's such a cool fight, and like I've learned how to deal with it. Like, I have strategy for it. Gorm is still awesome. Don't get me wrong. White Lion is iconic. Like there's no bad Node 1, I would say. Frog Dog. I don't like Frog Dog. I had bad time with the Frog Dog. I don't think Frog Dog is bad per se, but is definitely the hardest of the bunch in my eyes. I don't mind Croc. I've kind of got Croc figured out. Kind of. Whereas Lion at this point is like autopilot. Like, outside of the Giga Lion, like the White Lion is a speed bump at this point. But yeah, second attempt, I forget exactly what happened, but like we only got to like Lantern Year 2. It was bad. This was our third shot. This is actually the farthest we've gotten in Dreamkeeper, which is wild. It's just been some bad luck. Like, there's nothing to say about it. Like, we haven't gotten any philosophies really kicked off. Like, no knowledges, Anytime we've had somebody learn something, they've died. So it's just constantly trying to build up new people and then not having them survive. This campaign was rough. Not necessarily like each fight we lost like one person a fight, I think, maybe two. The big problem was intimacy. We lost more people than we gained from intimacy. I did not have a baby until my fourth or fifth try. It was bad. So just due to attrition. And then we had a rivalry. So somebody died from that. I don't think we had a murder. And then like just impairments. Like we had Altair was actually okay. Altair was a baller. I didn't bring him to the butcher because he's like my only good survivor and I didn't want to risk him. And then we had Natalia with apathetic and anxiety, like forget about it. And that was it. Like we just didn't have anybody else. And that's the thing. Like I normally would pick survival of the fittest. Like I think it's almost always the right call. I actually went with Protect the Young in this campaign just because I did not have children. Never got a chance to even use it, so it didn't really matter. The extra strength from Survival of the Fittest actually probably would have helped us, but I couldn't take that chance. But Lifetime Reroll is just so worth it in my eyes. So yeah, we're gonna give Dreamkeeper another shot. Hopefully next week. I don't think we have anything coming up on the calendar in real life for a bit. So I got to spend some time cleaning up my tabletop, putting all this stuff away. Oof, this is a mess. You too. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. Yeah, so that's it, y'all. We're going to sign off for the night. Usual outro. If you'd like to see VODs of all the past streams, you can find those over on YouTube. And YouTube folks, find the link in the description to come check this out live. So everybody that was hanging out tonight, appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Hope to see you again soon. And for all of you guys on the VODs, keep your eyes tuned. Hopefully this weekend I'm going to be doing a little bit of work on the channel and kind of sprucing some things up a bit. It's time. This is an old YouTube channel I had from like 10 years ago that I just kind of resurrected. And it's got no branding or anything, so we're going to start working on that in the future. But until then, good night, y'all. Thanks.